Hi folks, Dirt Ranger Jake here. I wanted to share with you what I found on one of the products that I've picked up from CRKT. I wanted to do a quick review. I've used it in the field. I'm out on a trip in Arkansas, a kayaking trip down some rivers, and really the knife that I am reviewing today and wearing today is a neck knife, and it's truly for personal protection. That's what I picked it up for. I do a lot of hiking, camping, and a lot of times I'm by myself. Not real worried about different things, but I don't want to take any chances, and it's always also very nice to have a knife that is handy and easily accessible, and it just matters. You know, we were on the canoe, and you know, I've got this right here. You know, if something would pop up, you know, it's out. So that's part of the reason I do. Again, I do a lot of hiking, a lot of mountain hiking, and you're carrying a bunch of stuff. You're carrying backpacks. You don't always have your access to pockets and can't get on the back of your backpack, and there's different ways to position a knife. But I've been interested in a neck knife, again, for a couple different reasons. One, for the ease, you know, boom, it's out and about. The second is, again, personal protection. And in fact, this knife is a CRKT Sweet Kiss, designed in their Forged by War program. Wonderful program. You got to take a look at CRKT site and take a look about the philosophy behind that program. But for this video, I wanted to show some practical uses of it. I haven't tested this out. We're going to have some dinner here a little bit later on, and I've got some simple foods here. But this is, again, the Sweet Kiss, and I just wanted to show you how it performs, not only in how you would use it in a quick need situation, but also how does it work when you go more practical day-to-day camp life. I've got multiple knives, but if I'm down to just this one, I wanted to see, would this do what I need it to do in the camp setting. And so just a very simple test, a few new potatoes, slices right through it. This is coming straight out of the box. I haven't had to put any extra edge on this, so CRKT does a nice job with putting an edge on their knives when you get them, so really appreciate that. Not much to it. Wow, like butter. Again, this knife is more of a tactical knife. The designer, military background, and he wanted something. He actually was wearing it underneath his tie. You know, he shows it, but it's out and it can be used quickly. But as you can see, the way the blade is set up, you can do some quick work with potatoes, at least. Tomatoes. This is always the test, right? Tomatoes will squish up, and you can ruin them fairly quickly. So let's just see how this works. Oh wow! Look at that. All right, so I'm happy. Tento blade. It's a full tang. The nice thing about the Tento, you know, it can be used again in self-defense. But again, the blade has a little bit of a curvature to it, makes slicing. That's great. That's really nice. Pretty substantial feel to it. It's a thin, small knife, but there's a substantial feel to it. This little bit of leather on the back here adds to the length feel of the handle, and it gives you a little bit more, I guess, stability when you're cutting. The nice thing, again, I told you that I camp a lot, or I hike a lot, and you're out and about, and especially on a mountain. That's something that I get concerned about, is having stuff hanging around my neck. I've had whistles and what have you hanging around my neck, and I used to just tie tie the cord around my neck. And then I read somewhere where you get hung up on something, and next thing you know, you're choking yourself. So they've done a nice job. I don't know what they call this, but this is the latch that will hold steady, is adjustable up and down to however tight you want it around your neck, or how low you want it to hang, right? But it also would not support my weight should this get hung up. This will actually slide off on its own. So a safety feature. You can use this knife. You see it's got a hole here in the holster, and you can tie that again, strap that to your backpack or whatever. But just wanted to show you a quick test of it in a practical sense. Get back after a day and you haven't had to stab any bears or anything, and you can pull out your food and slice it right up. So real happy. Tomatoes, that's nice. So I'll keep checking it out on the trip here and see how well it hangs up. I'm not gonna be stabbing logs or anything like that. That's not what this is used for. This isn't going to be an axe to cut down trees or do a lot of that. It's going to serve its purpose again for personal protection and maybe some light camp work. But again, pretty substantial. CRKT Sweet Kiss halogen design through their Forged by War program. Thanks.